What is up, everybody? Welcome to another vlog. Love that sound. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, I am going to talk today about why I chose my WRX as opposed to the STI. Oh my god, that sun is ridiculous. That does not feel great. So the first thing I want to talk about, I guess I'll explain the differences between the two. First thing I'll talk about between the two is power difference. Now the STI has 305 horsepower, whereas the WRX has 265. The STI has a bigger boost, or a bigger turbo, and a better intercooler. So that's the main differences between the power. I believe they have the same engine, but just a different turbo and intercooler. I think that's the only difference. I could be wrong, but that's what I believe. So that's kind of the difference in the boost. What else? We have difference in brakes. The STI has the better brakes, the awesome. That was my girlfriend. She was walking the dog. But anyway, yeah, the STI has better brakes. They have the Brembros, which are awesome. They're a bit overkill, in my opinion, for daily driving, but I'm sure you would for sure see the difference in the track. Which I think is a lot of the big difference between the two. The STI is a track car, it really is. I mean, the WRX is more of a daily driver, in my opinion. I mean, that's just kind of what I kind of thought about when I made my choice. So yeah, the STI has better suspension, which, I mean, you could take, what the heck? You could take, WRX and just put, some little bit of money in it and get it to the same, handling as an STI. So, that's something to think about. And before I say anything else, the STI is what, $8,000-ish more than the WRX. And that's a lot of money. $8,000, that's a lot of money, in my opinion. I think most people would agree. And it's not like the WRX is cheap by any means. I mean, my car came out to about $30,000 when I was said and done. So, you're gonna add $8,000 more on top of that. I don't know if I'm willing to pay that much for a car. Now I could afford the STI, but I just felt that the WRX kind of fit more of what I was looking for. Like I said, it is my daily driver. So I did. For me, it was just. I felt like it was too much for me, I guess. Not that I couldn't handle it or anything, just that this car was more than enough. That's kind of the way I thought about it. What else? What else is different about the two? Probably the most thing about the STI that would most attract me to it would be the better transmission. You get the 6-speed transmission. It's way stronger. said, my personal use for the car, I don't plan on making huge upgrades in power, and so, you know, I don't. The STI wasn't really a, you know, a needed thing for me. Now it's different for everybody. I think it's, you know, I mean, if you're really into your car and you want to give it a ton of power and all that, then go with the STI because it can handle it. But you know, it's really on what you want. You know, what you plan on doing to the car. I don't plan on making a lot of power. I plan on trying to keep this car as long as I possibly can, and I don't really want to, you know, give it too much of a beating. So, you know, the mods I plan on doing to it are, you know, just simple things. You know, maybe a little bit more power here and there. You know, nothing crazy. So that's why I chose this car. Now, would I drive an STI? You bet your bippy I would drive an STI. I'd love to have an STI. Who wouldn't, you know? But it just wasn't worth it for me. You know, I feel like a lot of the differences in the two, you know, really isn't going to be noticed a whole lot unless you're on a track. I mean, if you're just daily driving, what good are brakes going to do? You know what I mean? Better brakes, you're not going to even really notice. I would think. Now I have no clue where I am right now. No. But I'm liking these roads. They're kind of long and no traffic. It's nice. I'm just going to drive on, see where this takes me. I'll probably have to kind of cut this video short before I get back home because it might take me a long time to get home. But that's okay. It's fun. Oh, I know where I am now. Okay. Aha, I see. There's some crazy rattling going on right now. This car's only got over 5,000 miles on it. It's already rattling, and that's what they're known for. But hey, whatever. It's raw. It's supposed to be raw. Oh shit, it's only 35. But yeah, guys, that's basically why I chose the WRX. You know, I just kind of felt it fit me better than what I plan on doing to it. Now, I guess I'll kind of, since I have a lot more time here, I'll talk about why, you know, I'll talk about the 2015s and kind of what I think about them. Now, 2015s are cool. I mean, they're awesome. And I guess one of the things that people don't like is the fact that they offer that transmission now, the automatic transmission. You know, that's crazy. A lot of people who drive the STIs and WRXs, you know, they think that's blasphemy. And, you know, I can see where they're coming from. You know, the STI and WRX, they should be manual transmission cars. And that's just what I feel. But I can't knock Subaru at all for it. I mean, think of where they're coming from. You know, there's probably a lot of people out there who won't buy one of these cars because they're kind of afraid to drive a manual. I mean, let's face it, in this day, I mean, there's a lot of people who don't know how to drive a manual car. It's just the way it is. I didn't, but that wasn't going to stop me. But yeah, I mean, you got to think there's plenty of people out there that have admired these cars and like them, and they haven't bought them because of the transmission. They didn't want to drive the manual. Now, I mean, so I also think a lot has to do with Toyota becoming a big part of Subaru. It seems like once Toyota hit, they started to make a lot of changes to the company and really try to boost sales, it feels like. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. That's what I kind of see, but you know, but yeah, the 2015s. Now the 2015s. Oh no! so rare around here, geez, that when I see a Subaru, I gotta wave to it. It's just how it goes. I think the last one I saw was like four days ago or something. So when you guys see him, you gotta wave to him, and I feel bad about it. Actually, a really disappointing thing I saw today. I was driving to dinner with my girlfriend, and I saw a WRX on a flatbed truck. A little tear rolled down my eye. But at least it was on a flatbed, not being towed by its two front wheels, because that would just jack up your differential. But yeah, I guess another thing that now that I'm talking about differentials, another thing that I am remembering about the STI is that it has that differential where you can choose, you know, the amount of power between your front and your rear wheels, which is pretty cool. I mean, let's face it, that's pretty awesome. Now, again, in my choice, the only time I'd use that is when I'm doing like snow drifting or something, you know, which is like a couple times a year. So again, not really worth it for me. But it might be worth it for you, you know. If you're doing rally racing or you're doing any kind of racing, really, whether it be autocross, here, I'll get on it for you guys. Oh, that's beautiful. Better slow down. Oh, that felt nice. That felt really nice. 16.47 pounds of boost. My target's 16.5, so I'm right on target. That's always fun. Always fun. Guess these are kind of unnecessary now. But yeah, guys, this video's almost over. I'm getting close to my house here. Well, not my house. My girlfriend's house. I'm hanging out right now, and I said, hey, you go for a walk. I'm gonna go for a drive and do a little vlogging. But yeah, guys, I don't have much followers right now, and I'm trying to get some because I need some feedback on how you guys feel about my videos. So if you want to subscribe, that'd be cool, because I'll make plenty more videos like this, and I want some feedback to know what you guys want to see and how I can improve myself. Also, I mean, you asked me for requests, I'm probably going to do them, you know, video-wise. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just kind of chilling here. Right next to AutoZone. No cool cars in there. Dude was just screaming. What the hell's he yelling at? I hate traffic. It sucks. Because, like I said, I'm at my girlfriend's house tonight, and you know, she lives you know, more in the city. So when I'm around here, there's so much more traffic. I live on the other side of the city, where there's way less traffic, and it's 10 times nicer. Traffic-wise, it's nicer. But whatever. You know, I guess everything's in town, so if you want to do anything, you gotta suffer the traffic. And the traffic could be way worse. I mean, I'm not in a huge city or anything. Pennsylvania. I'm not going to complain right now about traffic, because as long as there's no snow on the ground, I'm cool. I hate driving in the snow. It's not even snow, it's the people, the other drivers in the snow. They suck. Everyone, you know, there'll be like an inch on the ground. People freak out and drive like 5 miles an hour. Get going. And I live in the snowiest United States. This year we were first on the list in inches for cities with at least 100,000 people. Number 1. Terrible, terrible, terrible record to have. You know, fun for snow drifting. When winter comes, I'll definitely make a video about that, because that's always fun. But it sucks, and we just have terrible every day. It's like a snowstorm, and then like our summer hasn't been hot at all. I mean, we're lucky if we hit 50 or 50. We're lucky if we hit like 80s. This summer has not been hot. Usually it's like 80, 90 here, but man, this year sucks. Today was like 50 degrees, and it's August 14th. I mean, it's ridiculous. 50 degrees in the morning. I was like, I need a coat on when I was going to work in the morning. But that's it, guys. I'm here. I'm home. I will, of course, make more videos like this, guys. They're fun for me. Hopefully they're fun for you. But yeah, guys, that's it. Like always, please rate, please comment, please subscribe. That would be awesome. And you know what? It'll make your videos way much better if you do all those things. But thanks, guys. I will see you next time.